Well, hello. Welcome back to videos. So, picked up the Mutant finally. Sell some vape stuff I wasn't using anymore, and got the cash and got myself a Mutant. Made by Twisted 420 Vaping and Vandy Vape. Let's roll this window up here, make sure you can hear me. So yeah, it's a vertical post coil configuration. I need to get some vapor out, make sure my camera's all nice and pretty. Yeah, got on top of the Dowpo topside dual, rocking about 65 watts at a 0.18. Coils that are provided by Vandy Vape in the package. I got it squonking right now. So, the only thing, I don't know if you can see it, you get a little bit of residual juice if you take off the top cap, and that airflow. I don't know if it's condensation or what, but it feels like juice if you do fiddle with the top cap. And I changed up my airflow. I've also put a butt ton of cotton in here, which I cannot show while I'm driving, obviously, just because I wasn't sure how I was going to squonk. I was going to squonk with the top pin. Again, I can't show while I'm driving, but yeah, there's a top post that comes through your deck where it squonks up, comes down, kind of like an umbrella, and hits your coils. There's also a bottom post, so a hole, that will suck back any and all excess juice. I picked this up last night, so I've had this in my hand, vaped it all day on my breaks and stuff. Really smooth airflow. I have it on the most holes you could possibly have, very tiny holes. I liked it because it more or less reminds me of the Drop Dead airflow, which I had that for almost a year now. Love the Drop Dead, but the only thing I could say is like the conicalness of it is kind of weird in your mouth, at least for me, not being used to the odd shape of a drip tip like that. Usually standard 810s where I go. Great flavor off of it. Coils easy to put in. I'm not used to velocity style decks. Mind you, this is not 100% velocity style. It's its own kind, but it's hexagon screws. I'm used to flatheads or Phillips. So basically 2 screws on one side, two screws on the other. Pop them, come out. You set your leads crisscross. One's facing left, one facing right. Drop them in, tighten them down. I check my ohms to make sure that I'm getting good connection, and yeah. Then I clip my leads, and the biggest problem with this for me was wicking it. I did use Firebolt cotton, and just for the agulated tips, so I'd have something to grip onto. Besides, cotton bacon, which you can kind of use your tweezers to pull through down. You have to pull down towards the deck. I found it was kind of easier to take it off the mod because I was kind of working against both the base of the RDA and the base of the mod with my hand. So it kind of helped to take it off, kind of hold it by the sides, and then use the other hand to kind of twist and pull through. All in all, though, pretty good vape. Cloud depends on what build you put in it. Like I said, I'm using the free Nichrome ones that come with it. Never vaped off a Nichrome, and honestly, it's pretty good. Ramp up time definitely, you know, the it's not just hype, it's fact that the ramp up time's a lot quicker than Canthal, at least in my opinion, and what I watched last night when I glowed them. So 24 millimeter fits perfectly on the Doppo, from what I remember of the stats last night. So, oh, yep, there we go. Didn't want to drop you. Trying to think of anything else. Like I said, the only thing is, if you take off that top cap, if you have a ton of cotton in it, it does get a little spotty leakage, or, you know, just spotty juice on it, which kind of is irritating me, so I'm going to try to clean that right now, or at least wipe it off. I'm trying to think of any other things. The 4 airflows, I've used 2 of them so far. I use the circular ones. They do feel relatively similar. I do find I get better airflow with the tinier, more holes than the bigger, less holes one. I haven't tried the lines ones yet. Good suck back, even like the cotton on the bottom I left kind of thin so it wouldn't clog it and then overflow the RDA. So kind of worked out that way to where it comes up the center post, hits the coil, the wicks, I mean, kind of, you know, runs down a little bit. The bottom post does squonk out too, from what I've been told. I didn't take it apart and watch it squonk because I don't want to make a huge mess and have to clean up and damage anything possibly. All in all, I'd say it's definitely worth it if you're looking for a vertical coil RDA. My first vertical coil build, you know, more or less installing. I didn't really build. I don't really build as it is. I just install pre-made coils. I don't have the time or the patience to wrap wire, so I just buy pre-done ones and just install them in the shed. So, but yeah, I've ranked this up about the same as the Drop Dead. Best flavor RDA so far. I don't buy tons of RDAs. You know, I go off of what looks cool. My first one was the Apocalypse. Drop Dead looked kind of cool, kind of simple to build on, and sold stuff, got that. And then Profile, I had, you know, sold some old vape stuff and got the Profile, and now I'm into, I wanted to try this, so I did the same procedure. But, so, Profile still got the best flavor. But, if you don't want to mess with mesh, because mesh can be a pain in the ass, especially the wicking, and then like if you're going to squonk it, that's a whole other story, because you put too much in there, you basically, I've had it where that, or, you know, left the cotton in there for 4 days, and the leads start drooping into the juice well part where it's the squonk pin is, and it'll just like flood. Go to tilt it, and you got a juice well down your hand, down your fire button, down your screen, on your shirt, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? I lost a bunch of juice. So if I had to give this a rating, I'd say for $30, the flavor I'm getting off of it is, I don't want to do a number, it's lame. Give it an A. Profile A+. Drop Dead A-. Apocalypse, when it came out, A. Now, knowing other RDAs, I'd say Apocalypse is like a B, because of the leaking that I always experience. Maybe because it's just me and I don't have to wick, but it is what it is. So, but for this, definitely worth buying. So, quick video, 9 minutes. Take care.